Hello, everybody. Dom Tiberi coming to you from inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, joined by Dave Holmes, Tim May, 97.1 The Fan, Letterman Row. And, well, the mystery is up. Miyan Williams sighting. Ryan Day told me earlier that he had a stomach bug, and he is practicing.
Yeah, and looking good out there. So he's doing his drills. It's interesting to watch Miyan work with the running backs. Travion Henderson also there, kneeling. He's got the air cast on, so he can't play. But, yeah, they've been dealing with injuries with the running back position, Dom. It looks like, as far as we can tell, Miyan will be a go.
He looked pretty good from what we little bit we got to see of him, Tim.
Yeah.
Dallin Hayden's going to figure in big chip, train him. All three of those guys sounds like are going to play.
Yeah, I remember talked with them this morning during the media session when they were all over there, including Travion, who's giving tips best he can, with his leg in that air cast and stuff after having that surgery. But the bottom line is, they, Miyan, I'm sure he's a little bit under the weather from a conditioning standpoint because he hadn't gotten to practice the last couple of days. But he looked pretty good out there to me in the little drills we got to watch.
Dave, we were at Media Day earlier. The thing that jumped out to me was Ryan Day, and he point blank said that we can't hold anything back. Basically, we got to throw it all out there.
Yeah, he basically said we have nothing to lose. I mean, he does believe in what I believe, and I think you do too, that this is talent on talent. I mean, yes, Ohio State's an underdog. Of course they are. Georgia's favored, defending national champs, undefeated, home stadium. But talent on talent, Ohio State can go with these guys, Dom. I mean, that's the thing. And I asked Ryan Day, what happens when you have talent on talent? How does one team become the better team? He says Georgia does everything well. Georgia does everything well. They don't make mistakes. He said we have to execute to perfection to beat a team like this.
We talked to
there's all these guys going around us. Yesterday, we got trapped in here because the offensive line was doing some drills, and we got to watch a little bit of extra practice. So Ohio State obviously figured that out and took care of it.
Yeah, they're going to kick us out when it's time. Let me ask you about Ryan. Ryan Day, he looked tired. He told me he's been spending a lot of. I mean,
You could call this the biggest game of his coaching career. Obviously, the win over Clemson a couple of years ago was magnificent in all its splendor and stuff. And now it's a new deal. Obviously these guys are coming off their second straight loss to Michigan. Everybody knows about that. Yeah, we've been asking about it because did it motivate these guys, et cetera, for this game? It looks like it has and stuff. But of course he wants to win this game. And number two, you're playing an opponent Ohio State's only played one time in history. So you're getting ready for basically a mystery opponent. And Georgia's doing the same thing. So, yeah, they're burning the midnight oil.
Dave, fast track. We're in here. This place is incredible. I asked Ryan, is the ball going to be in the air? He's playing it close to the vest. But you got to believe, the LSU game was a different situation, but they still put up a lot of yards, had a lot of passing yards. We heard Urban Meyer say that he thought they were a little bit suspect in the secondary. Do you see a game where they're not throwing the heck out of the ball?
Well, if they do, it means they might be trailing first off. But I do think that's the way they should attack Georgia. I mean, Ohio State hasn't been a great running team all year. So I think if you're going to try to exploit something, that's the matchup you want. Ryan talked about C.J. Stroud and Marvin Harrison Jr. playing their first indoor game. He said they practice on the Woody all the time. They're used to playing indoors. So he said, I don't think it's some big edge for Georgia. I think both of us have played on turf like this plenty of times. But, yeah, you're right, Tom. That's the matchup to exploit. No doubt, the most talent that Ohio State has is outside on the receivers.
If you go into a game like this and you don't do what you do best, which is this team, it's throw the football with this fleet of receivers, even the Georgia defenders we're talking about the other day about the receiver room at Ohio State, not just Marvin Harrison Jr., then, you're a fool. I don't think Ryan Day is a fool. They're going to throw the ball. That's where you can make big gains against this Georgia defense. Anybody who's watched them all year, you're going to pay the price a few times, but they're definitely it's going to be like watching the Walendas, Watching the Walendas just walk across the floor isn't what you show up for. You want to see them go across the tightrope, and Ohio State's going to walk that tightrope, I do believe. That's where they are better.
All right, Tim May, Dave Holmes. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, 7 to 8 p.m. This is Thursday. Coming up 7 to 8 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, a primetime Buckeye Blitz special. Dave and I will get you ready for the game as the college football playoff will take over center stage in here Saturday night. Urban Meyer said, we'll hear from Urban Meyer as a matter of fact, but he said there's nothing more dangerous than a underdog team, a team that feels like they're disrespected. He said it led to a national title in 2014. He's picking the Buckeyes to win. on Saturday night.